Hey guys, such a warmonger here, and you're watching 3 versus 3 Kingdom of Heaven. This is an attackers versus defenders scenario. And over spawning in the northeast, we've got Dominik in blue playing as the Berbers, Tactical Doll TMP in cyan playing as the Saracens, and Olivier.santal, which I'm going to call Beefcake, playing as the Persians. And over on the defending side, we've got some old school players. Myself in gray playing as the Franks, Spariem Yesmar, which he hasn't played in a while, in orange playing as the Teutons, and Crusader Blade in red playing as the Italians. So once again, my favorite way to play this is Iobids versus Crusaders, with Iobids attacking because it's like Jerusalem 1187. So I had to explain to Spariem, Yesmar, and Crusader Blade a lot of the updates that we've had since they last played. So I had to explain. I mean, like, gold income was cut, like it's a third of what it used to be. So, like, let's say it was like 60 gold every 15 seconds. Now it's about what's that? 20 gold every 15 seconds, but like, yeah. As the, for both sides, basically. Another change since they played was, morale during battles matters much more. So, like, the attackers and defenders are all trying to kill each other's units, and the kill-death ratio seesaws, right? So if it seesaws in favor of the defenders, and the defenders get 8 more kills than the attackers, then the defenders are able to damage 1% morale of the attackers and gain 1% morale for themselves. Now if the attackers get a 4 more units killed than the defenders, then the defenders lose 1% morale and the attackers gain 1% morale. So, seesaw effect, that's how it works. Another change was there's no more trading. So if you select your market, you cannot trade wood for gold, or gold for food, anything like that. Stone for gold. No more trading. You can only tribute each other resources to your allies. Another change since they played was infantry, melee infantry can capture any point. So all of these outside points, including the inside points. So that's melee infantry. Any military unit can defend a point. So you need like 15 infantry to capture this, but if there's any defending military unit in the same zone, then the zone cannot get captured until that unit's killed. Cavalry and archers cannot capture these outside points, these defensive points. The only points that cavalry and archers can capture are the Church of the Holy Sepulchre right here, the Syrian Exchange right here, and the Dome of the Rock right here. And there have been many like changes since then, but those are the main ones. And if I think of any more, I'll show them to you. And now let's get back into in-game. So, from the point of view of the defenders, we've got myself trying to mine the stone outside the city first. Because I want to deprive the attackers of stone, because the attackers require stone to make mangonels and trebuchets. So if I deprive them of these stone mines, then they can make fewer of them. And I told Crusader Blade about that too, so he's got villager mining here as well. And you've got villagers mining here as well. And so we've got our guys mining stone. From the point of view of the attackers, you've got Dominik guarding some stone points, and Tactical Doll thinking of taking this stone away from us. And we've got the pitch battle in a choke point here. And I'm trying to like make it so that all of our spearmen can attack at the same time. Which is what happens. So we've got the little engagement here. Not actually sure which players are gonna win this. I think just because Tactical Doll had more men, I'm gonna lose this. But I did get it about less than half the stone here, so I deprived that much stone, so I think that was a win for me anyway. Even got this stone miner just hanging around. At the same time, Dominik killed a bunch of my stone miners here as well. But I also took half of the stone here. And now there's a... I think I told Crusader Blade to like pull back. We've got Beefcake thinking about sending some builds here to make like a sneak base. Dominik had to pull away because a large group of cavalry was chasing him. Sergeants and knights. I probably should have been orange. Actually, you know what would have been cool? Is if I was red as the Franks, Spariem was orange as the Italians, and no, Spariem was gray as the Teutons, and Crusader Blade was orange as the Italians. But that's not what happened. Oh well. It would have been cool to have like all of the right colors for our like Crusader Knights and stuff. That's Baldwin the Leper over there. So the attackers are starting to establish their camps and points of attack. It looks like Olivier or Beefcake is thinking about attacking, or at least like clearing this area of anybody. And Beefcake is starting to set up like a sneak base over here. Bunch of barracks actually. Looks like 17. That's a lot. Okay. And now Tactical Doll has... Oh, he's making like a super protected trebuchet. That's interesting. Starting to get to work on this tower, this corner tower. Having a pike battle through the walls because pike... Spearmen have one range, so that's a possibility. Actually, fast forward a little. I will say that the whole objective... Oh wait, it's about to be nighttime, guys. So, if you take a look at this... Actually, if you take a look at the Crusader Blade's point of view, it's 8 p.m. and at 9 p.m. you stop seeing your allies, and the vision range is reduced significantly. So let's see what Spariem can see. Generals can see at nighttime though, so that's pretty cool. Somehow Spariem had the idea. I don't know if he just thought about it or knew about it, but he has sergeants here and knights spotting this base camp of Beefcake. And I think he alerted me to it, so I've got my own sergeants thinking of going there, but Spariem is starting to kill all the villagers. Which is a good thing. You target the villagers first, so they can't like make more. Then he targeted the siege tower. And this is all good stuff. Got a bunch of spearmen going here. Now he's targeting the barracks. At the same time, if we look at it from the point of view of Tactical Doll, actually, both of them. Oh yeah, I've got a bunch of cavalry going to help Spariem kill these barracks. Now Olivier Beefcake could have made a bunch of spearmen to try to like kill this cavalry, but he opted not to. And I sent some horse archers at nighttime to try to like kill some villagers, which is now he's at 17, which is super annoying, by the way. And Beefcake is chasing these horse archers down with his general, Farouk Shah. Alright, so these barracks are pretty much done. And it is nighttime. And it looks like Beefcake is annoyed that he lost all of his barracks, his little side base. But Tactical Doll TMP is finishing the stone, which is smart. And Beefcake is randomly attacking a tower for some reason. He must have just sent his men in the dark to do that by accident. And Dominik is sending stone miners here. So I don't think we stopped them from having enough stone. We tried our best. At least we mined out this stone, half of this stone, and about half of this stone. Oh wait, no, Spariem actually took all this stone already. That's good. Spariem thinking about should I engage these spearmen. He decided against it. There's just too many. Though, like, killing these builds probably would have been good if he knew about it. He might have known about it, but he decided against it. He did, because you can't afford to lose your general as a defender. They really help with battles and night raids. Be a very useful unit. And they can't regenerate as a defender. Tactical Doll is really starting to siege the corner tower with trebuchets. Morale is fairly even at this point, so nothing too crazy yet. Spariem pulling back his villagers from this small group of infantry from Dominik. Good thing he already mined stone. And here we've got a big raid from myself, killing a bunch of villagers, and also chasing the horse archers. So this is nighttime. Keep in mind. You can't really see. They might have lost sight of me actually. So yeah, they don't know where the cavalry is anymore. Oh no. Sergeant's running into a bunch of spearmen and infantry. So I did lose a lot of guys there. I probably could have turned back and killed all this light cav, to be honest. But I decided against it. You got Tactical Doll. Oh, is he gonna attack these villagers? No. Just passing. Crusader Blade, wondering... Watch where you're shooting. Where is that happening? Oh no, but we got a night attack here. Now this is a mistake, I think. The Beefcake doesn't need to be running around with a bunch of horse archers. Unless he had like an objective. Oh my god, how did player 6 lose his general? Oh my god, his general was hanging out here. That's unfortunate. Just a small group of spearmen causing havoc. That's really bad. Beefcake kind of probing the walls without any siege towers. These walls are really strong. You're gonna need any kind of siege to destroy them. Now Beefcake is hanging out a little close to the walls. He is harassing a few units though, but Crusader Blade does have his crossbowman and killed 3 in one volley. And Crusader Blade's villagers are getting surrounded. Wow, like all 3 players have like units running around down here. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because Dominik wants to create a side base, like a proxy base down here, proxy camp to try to like attack the enemy. Meanwhile, you've got Beefcake trying to attack ground, try to kill this villager who's trying to repair this tower. It's almost dawn. 5 a.m. is when dawn comes, so this battering ram from Dominik is coming in. All alone, trying to clear a path. Trying to clear all of these low walls. But I'm not having any of it, so I'm using the postern to move units outside the walls, which is something you should try to actively do. Since the players own these posterns, you should use them to pop infantry. Only infantry, melee infantry, can pop out of them. Not archers, not cavalry, just melee infantry. And here comes another attack from Beefcake, trying to hit the gates. Although it's not supported, I don't see any infantry or cavalry or anything trying to support this. Got a little engagement down here. So because of that, there are no infantry supporting this area. There's actually a lack of like anything threatening. Ooh, that's a good volley from Beefcake though. Meanwhile, Beefcake's really just trying to send infantry over here. Now, why his horse archers are not supporting his attack to maybe like kill these guys or kill these guys, that I don't know. Because there is a distinct lack of archers on the attacking side. Which probably would have helped been of help here, but like he's just running his units into crossbow fire. It's not gonna work out. Meanwhile, over here, this attack is failing because all of these siege towers don't have enough space on this side of the... You can block units from being dropped off by siege towers by like blocking the way. A lot of these horse archers from Beefcake are getting massacred by crossbowmen. Not the best use of crossbowmen. I mean, not the best use of horse archers. He's losing a lot. It's not good. Now you got some siege towers coming in from Dominik. He's pulling back. You can see that there's a large mass of units on the outside of this wall. Dominik does have a big force of horse skirmishers ready to make a difference in the battle. He's trying to take these guys out, but they are behind the wall. They're taking cover right behind the wall. Now you have the battering ram trying to take down the mass escape. It's not going to work out. These light horse archers are trying to target... I don't know what they're targeting, to be honest. So now this is a mix of Ajnad and Kasaki horse skirmishers trying to help with the attack, but these guys are right behind the wall. They're not really hitting the units, they're hitting the wall, so they're kind of not super effective. Now he lost one of these skirmishers. These horse archers are trying to... I'm not sure if they're trying to kill the repair guy. Oh man, it's just a waste. I'm not sure what he's attacking. He's using attack ground. There, he killed one guy. He's losing way more than he's killing. So he's at 33 horse archers. Finally have like, oh, Crusade Raid left. He went around and just killed these siege towers. So that attack is failing. Dominik is trying to walk over these into these siege towers, but this is kind of full. Only piecemeal units are coming in, and these are like really weak swordsmen. Jumping into like a space full of knights. I mean, like, I would gladly have these siege towers drop their units off, because I've got a bunch of knights waiting for them. Meanwhile, there's a whole bunch of infantry not doing much here. Now, Dominik did find a spot to drop his units off. If these crossbowmen are not careful, they're gonna shoot their own units. Because in this game, you can kill your own units, you can kill your own allied units, because all range units are inaccurate, and anything they hit will get hit. So if they hit a wall, they'll hit a wall. Even if they're trying to hit a unit behind a wall, they'll hit the wall. Behind a tree, they'll hit the tree. If they hit your own units, they'll kill your own units. If they hit the allies' units, they'll kill the allied units. Spariem recognizing that there's not much here. Oh no, his general! Gotta pull him back? Okay, that's good. General's in the front line! No. Not sure why his general's out here. Now I've got a rally of units right here. Just dying to spearmen because I'm too focused on the battle in the front line, and I had a group of cavalry trying to... Oh my god, that was bad. Trying our best to keep the posture of the Magdalene repaired. The units keep pouring in. I'm not seeing a lot of Kasaki infantry. These are all really cheap infantry coming in. So that's unfortunate. Siege Tower's trying to find a good spot to drop off. And finally do. They're dropping off their units, which will die quickly to these knights. They're not careful. Beefcake switching to foot archers. Probably a good idea. They're cheaper, same HP. Longer range. So the power of the horse archer is in their mobility. But there's not much to maneuver around because you're attacking. This posture is really close to going down. Here comes the horse archers again. Sending a volley. Not doing much. Not sure what they're shooting at. Don't shoot at anything over here because you're just gonna hit a wall. They should actually kill these monks. These friars. I mean, they can see them. Oh, because there's a spy right here. So Beefcake has a spy right here. The merchant spy is spotting. It's not doing well. Let's look at the kill to death ratio. I'm already at 300 to 168. This posture is really close to going down. One more hit. And it's going down. Posture of the Magdalene go down. Now I have to pull my men back. Here comes Dominik's group of 26 mixed Kasaki horse skirmishers and Ajnad horse skirmishers. I take one down with a group of crossbowmen. Right here. So now they lost 2. Now you lost 3. Now you lost 4. Now these are scary units because they are basically ranged ogos. Lost another one there. So any unit they target, if they hit it, it will subtract their armor. If they hit their own allied units or their own units' armor, then they'll even like remove armor from their own allies. These guys are a little beefy though. Surprisingly enough. Lost another one there. His numbers keep going down. I mean, these crossbowmen are relatively cheap. So it's a good trade. These guys are very expensive. The Psyche horse skirmishers. These guys not so much, but they're more expensive in food. Now he was at 26, now he's at 20. So 6 horse skirmishers lost. For the gain of like, not much. Maybe he took the armor down of some knights, possibly? But this attack is not going well. Baldwin the Leper, hanging out. Now you do see like a group of heavy cavalry over here. So crossbowmen are, this is how you need to use crossbowmen, is to use them on enemy cavalry, whether it's horse archers, horse skirmishers, or like heavy, medium, light, anything. They are really good against cavalry. Or any groups of like heavily armored units, also really good. They don't do well against enemy archers. That's not their use. Spariem Yesmar rushing out. Now these are, they do pretty well against this small group of horse archers, because they can, all of these guys can block like 3 ranged attacks. They're gonna look like porcupines. Their armor's gonna look like porcupines. There's a big group of cavalry right here. Now, like, these units, these weak units keep coming in. And if you have a bunch of, like, Hospitaller Knights waiting for them to come in, these guys don't have a chance with a mixed infantry support. Even spearmen. Just don't let the spearmen get really like mass. Don't let them amass. Now look at all the armor of these guys. -2 armor, -3 armor. I'm pulling them back though. So I want to bring these, like, lure these horse skirmishers into where the crossbowmen are. But now, Tactical Doll TMP is starting to amass a good amount of infantry into this area. Maybe even, like, capture the gate of Jehoshaphat. But these friars are doing a really good job healing this whole army. This group of, oh my god. Not achieving much. You should really switch into cheaper foot archers instead of all these horse archers. They're not even in sprint formation, which is really bad. Spariem is really ready to just massacre them with crossbowmen. And this is a really good move. This is the 3 siege towers mounted onto the walls. The big group of infantry can come in. They've lost 30 minutes of time because, like, the attackers only have 45 minutes to try to win and bring a defender morale down to 0. But the attackers are at 72% and the defenders are at 98. These trebuchets look like they're just attack grounding at this point. Here's a group of horse skirmishers. 26, back up to 26. Lost 2 in that volley. I didn't notice my gray... How did my gray general die? Probably have to rewatch that. But now Dominik coming in with a big massive spearman. There's just not enough Kasaki or like elite type troops coming in. So Beefcake and TMP can both make Kasaki. Oh my god, this is Muslim. Oh my god! It looks like a large massacre of horse archers and infantry. All sorts of things came in. These are perfect counter to that though. Horse skirmishers are really good against medium and heavy cavalry. And when supported by... Wow. When supported by horse archers, that's really good. These horse skirmishers, my bad. Looks like they lost 4 horse skirmishers in that moment again. Now, the lack of creativity is really taking a toll on the attackers. The attackers need to like rebuild this thing, or like TMP needs to make like a battering ram here or some siege towers and more barracks here to like transfer our units here. But somehow, not sure how, Tactical Dal TMP was able to enter the city with his general Al-Aziz Uthman. And Spariem, it's 28 heavy and medium infantry versus 21 light, medium, and heavy cavalry. Sorry, this is 28 medium and heavy cavalry. So this is gonna, if they're able to catch them, this group will be able to kill everything. You've got 1 Imperial Knight trying to defend this area. Oh my god, these guys massacred. And they are getting massacred. Crusader Blades, big group of Pavis crossbowmen, all getting massacred because they do have minimum range. Oh my god, that's a big loss. That was a good pickup for Tactical Dal. So now it's nighttime. You got this general running around the city. And now you got Dominik trying to come in with his big group of Berbers. And his horse skirmishers. But he's down to 15. Finally, there's a group of siege towers coming in, but the real story is all these horse skirmishers trying to come in and kill these crossbowmen. But they're down to 12. Down to 9. Down to 7. Down to 6. Down to 5. Down to 4. Now they're not a threat at all, really. But Dominik is thinking of capturing this gate. Is he gonna do it? This gate has been captured. The gate of the Joachimate has been captured by the attackers. The attackers slowed down though. All of this infantry could either hop over or enter the gates. It is hard to see at night. I mean, this is what Dominik sees. This is what Tactical Dal sees. Dominik finally captures the southern gate. I've got a reactionary force of about 60, mostly spearmen, supported by a few swordsmen and sergeants in the front line, trying to take back the Zion Gate. Now, if they sent the battery ram over here, they could actually ram this Gate of Forgiveness. Instead, they're opting to just bombard it with trebuchets. And here comes my infantry, fighting back. And now these spearmen are trapped because we did capture this Zion Gate. actually getting pretty damaged. Oh! Crusader Blade with the raid against these trebuchets. That gate definitely would have gone down if not for Crusader Blade taking those trebuchets out. They should have done attack ground. And he's also repairing it at the same time. Oh no, he might lose all these knights though. He's gonna lose a bunch of Hospitaller Knights. Oh, he's able to escape. Oh wow. Oh wow, they didn't kill a single knight. Oh my god, how did these guys get in? Looks like there was a siege tower that kept this gate open. Somehow... Oh my god. That might be the screenshot right here. This might be the screenshot of the game. The siege tower leaving the council gate open technique. So they massacred a bunch of Pavis crossbowmen, and they're trying to be countered by Hospitaller Knights, but there's actually a good amount of I don't know who's gonna win this actually. You've got Al-Aziz Uthman, the general himself, coming into battle. I think he's actually gonna win this battle because he's got the support of infantry. This is the power of nighttime, guys, because you can't see what's happening. Like, this is what Spariem sees. He's trying to come in. This is what I see. Nighttime can be pretty chaotic. This is what Tactical Doll sees. He's the mastermind of this brilliant move with the siege tower getting open from the inside. Now, they were even able to capture the inner Golden Gate, so this is looking very bad because this is a large number of infantry coming in. The only problem is, this is probably the hardest. Aside from this, just because of how big this capture zone is, this is probably the hardest point to capture. And then this is probably the second hardest point to capture. But like, let's look at everything because it is nighttime. Now here comes Dominik coming in with his forces, trying to. I'm not sure if he's bypassing. Yes, it does look like he's bypassing. He's sending Saladin himself to enter the city. Try to help. He sees that these gates are open. There's a group of knights here trying to stem the flow of reinforcements. Now, Tactical Doll sees that there's too many knights here. His units will get utterly slaughtered if engaged by these knights, and here he goes. You can see these knights doing a lot of work. And that's actually very interesting how well these guys are doing. But there's like more knights here. Imperial Knights, Hospitaller Knights. Oh my god, the big group of Crusader Blades archers were intercepted by Tactical Doll. Al-Aziz Uthman looks like he's about to get injured. And he's removed from the battlefield. And these knights do prevail over that group of infantry. And here comes Saladin. He decided against going into the fray of the Dome of the Rock. Probably a wise choice. But he's about to run into Spariem Yesmar's group of heavy cavalry. This is a scary group, 27. It's pretty good. He's running inside the city. And now these Templar Knights are, together with a bunch of infantry here, gonna stem the flow of reinforcement infantry coming in. And the Gate of Forgiveness has been recaptured, the Gate of Darkness has been recaptured. Saladin himself, he's still going around. He's thinking of buying some food at the market. Maybe shopping with the locals. Looking for some sympathizers. The Gate of Jehoshaphat has been recaptured by the defenders. Now with two breaches in the north, 1, 2, and it looks like, oh wow. So it's about to be dawn. Now we can see, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Baruch Shah. It's getting bullied. Run! Ooh. Oh boy. He just let everybody inside the camp. Oh, no, he just got killed right there. They're not that important at this point. This attack has completely failed. It's just the siege tower holding the gate open. In fact, Crusader Blade is going outside the city. Probably target the siege tower. Honestly, I know that the defenders they fell back. Defenders fell back to this area. You have Saladin going to the safety of this corner. Oh no! Big massive spearman right here. Thankfully, somehow, Spariem was able to conserve all of his cavalry. Minimum range crossbowmen, all getting slaughtered by just a few units. Let's look at the food. We are really not worried about food right now. The attackers are worried about food, but the defenders are pretty healthy. Spariem and Yesmar are giving them a lot of trouble. These are mostly heavy knights now. Not the fastest unit, but pretty much the most powerful unit. They can actually just kill this guy, but they don't. What's great about these knights and sergeants is that they can block 3 range attacks, so horse archers do have a hard time trying to hit them. Plus they have like a good pierce armor. Crossbowmen massacring a group of infantry right here. There's only one Ajnad left. And he just gets shot down. Saladin hiding in the city, too afraid to move. Siege tower is finally getting taken down. Now you've got a horse archer versus crossbowmen. I think this battle is in favor of the crossbowmen. It's 36 crossbowmen versus what? 31 horse archers. They are peppering. Crossbowmen do fire slowly though. They're missing their shots. Nothing much happening here. Walking into an ambush. He lost 3 right there. There's an over-reliance on the basic horse archers here. More reinforcements coming through this captured council gate. They weren't able to kill the siege tower. But look at that, only 10 ticks left. This game is over. Oh boy. What can I say? I mean, Dominik did a really good job taking these low walls down. Just busting them down. Busting this area up. And mounting a lot of siege towers. The problem was, they did not have... The attackers did not have an answer for the large amount of knights. Foot knights that held the line for so long. In the choke points. The problem was like there were a lot of crossbowmen here, and a lot of crossbowmen here. And horse archers are not the counter to the crossbowmen, it's archers, it's foot archers. foot archers are cheaper. They don't cost gold compared to the crossbowmen, and they fire faster. They're the same amount of food, and so they will win in like ranged battles against crossbowmen. So if you post a bunch of foot archers here and purposely hit the crossbowmen, they'll eventually win that ranged battle and have impunity in trying to push melee units defending the walls. The same thing over here. There were a lot of foot archers here with this tower being gone and this tower being gone, and maybe if they were able to destroy this tower, then a bunch of archers would automatically fire at enemy units. And it's just about like purposely right-clicking or attack grounding anywhere you see crossbowmen over here. So as far as Beefcake goes, or Olivier.santal, he had like a split base setup, but his Orc Archers were mainly just hanging out here. And if that was what's happening, what Beefcake probably should have done is there were only 2 points of attack that I saw in this game. The attackers attacked here, and the attackers attacked here. All of these late game shenanigans where there's like units going around here, that was like happened way too late. This attack happened way too late. So what Beefcake could have and should have done, since his sector seemed to be this area, is probably first of all move his production up to like around here so that they're closer to the gates, and basically use battering rams to take all of this out and send siege towers up against these two walls, this wall. So that's 3 siege towers going in these areas. Send some supported rams supported by melee units to batter around this gate. Have some trebuchets and mangonels to try to clear as many of these towers as possible. Maybe even the gate first and then the towers. And have a lot of foot archers posted around here to counter any crossbowmen trying to defend these walls. And then once all of these towers are gone, then it's going to be hard for the defenders to fight back against the archers. The defenders are going to have to try to make their own counter archers to counter the enemy's archers. At which point, that's when horse archers can become defective, because regular foot archers are not as good at countering horse archers. So once you notice that the defenders have switched from crossbowmen to melee archers, then that's when you send your horse archers to try to kill their archers and win that battle. Horse archers against and then it just keeps evolving. That's in this area. Now in this area where the Postern of the Magdalene was, pretty much the same thing, except it was mainly Dominik attacking here. So Dominik as the attacking player. Oh, by the way, Beefcake should have made a lot of Kasaki. He should have really focused Kasaki infantry, because that's the only possible answer that they've got to these Templar Knights, aside from like killing them with archers. But in melee combat, like you need a lot of Kasaki to try to fight these knights. Of course, you could try to fight these knights with archers too, but the archers should be busy killing these knights and killing crossbowmen. Now as Dominik over here, he did the right thing with trebbing down these towers and this postern. Could have trebbed this tower down. Should have had some foot archers as well to try to counter the big massive crossbowmen over here, because he would have won that engagement. And once I would have been forced to make archers again to try to counter his archers, which would have opened him up to having his horse skirmishers open to like attacking. So then his horse skirmishers wouldn't be as afraid, because there wouldn't be as many crossbowmen to counter them. Then he could come in with his own horse skirmishers to try to massacre the foot knights, the big mass of knights and infantry over here, and the monks. By the way, the foot archers and even the horse archers could have killed the monks. Prioritize targeting the monks because they're always going to be healing the infantry. So once the archers kill the monks and the crossbowmen, then the horse skirmishers could have come in with the support of Ajnad, swordsmen and spearmen, trying to enter this area with the horse skirmishers behind them right here, and then just massacre all of these units trying to defend, and then that would have opened this whole area. Tactical Doll, on the other hand, he was making Kasaki. These are the guys that that Beefcake should have been making. Beefcake should have been making a whole bunch of these Kasaki in his command tent, right here. How many Kasaki does he have? Only about 15. Oh, 14 actually. So yeah, Beefcake should have been making Kasaki. I mean, he's an attacker. As an attacker, you're kind of forced to go infantry. Your cavalry should only be trying to exploit like breakthroughs and running into the Church of the Holy Sepulchre or causing havoc and chaos. What the attackers did right, I don't have many thoughts on TMP. TMP did a good job. He even was able to like keep this gate open and then run in. He's running around the city with groups of infantry. That was all good. What the attackers did right was, yes, they were able to penetrate this. This could have happened earlier. There should have been, once this this gate was captured successfully, more of the cavalry. Like, this is when Beefcake's cavalry can come in. This is when the horse archers of Beefcake can come in and start being super annoying. Because these are, I mean, his horse archers are the fastest unit in the game, along with like other light cavalry at 1.6 speed. He could be running around with horse archers, peppering these crossbowmen from behind cover, because once inside the city, the crossbowmen are not as effective. They are forced to be in like intersections with a clear line of sight, because their bolts go in a straighter path and there's a higher potential to hit buildings. So once in these streets, the horse archers can actually be super annoying. They can be like over here, right behind this barracks, right behind this apartment, with a higher arc, just showering these crossbowmen with impunity and not getting any counter batteries, because the crossbowmen will hit the buildings. And more cavalry running around, causing chaos, capturing like the Syrian exchange and things like that. And that'll divert more infantry to defending these areas. The good thing that the attackers did was they took control of the stone. So if we look, the attackers had so much stone left, which would allow them to like basically make more mangonels. Yeah, they stopped us from having stone. They were raiding our villagers to the point where we were afraid to be outside of the city. That's a good thing that the attackers did. This attack was good at nighttime, entering the Dome of the Rock. Now, this zone takes a dedicated attack, though. And pretty much you can't attack this and capture this unless you're able to capture this. I mean, this is very hard to attack. Pretty much have to be focused on this area. Just because of how big... Like, if one unit is in this little corner, then like 150 units in this area still can't capture this dome. They have to kill that one little unit, which buys time for all of these like production buildings to send reinforcements over. I mean, this is a hard point to capture. Not impossible. I've seen it happen, but it's hard. Yeah, that's a lot. The defenders pretty much did the right thing through and through. I mean, something that I made a mistake was leaving my cavalry here unattended and getting massacred to spearmen. Yeah, I don't know. The defenders did pretty good. Crusader Blade could have had his Pavis crossbowmen He had a bunch over here. Could have like moved them over here, but that's probably because the rally points keep getting reset. Ah, okay. Well, let's look at the stats. All right. I tried hard because I knew that Crusader Blade and Spariem haven't played in a long time. So I was really trying to make sure that they had a good time. They had like an ally who knew what he was doing. Because I knew that Dominik and TMP have been playing a lot. Beefcake also knows the map. But unfortunately in this game, they were kind of tired, from what I understand. And when you're tired, you're not as creative, I think is what happens. So you kind of end up getting blinders on and just try to push in the same direction. Which is probably what happened here. And so we just kept fighting in the same areas. That was a good game. I mean, it was down to... The defenders never really had a danger of losing. Pretty much the whole time. But it was entertaining. Hopefully you found that entertaining too. I'll see you in the next one.